Hi, Mika. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We've invited you to do a People of Mulgrave because you have a big week next week. You have your
Science fair.
science fair. So can you tell me a little bit about your project?
So I'm doing the difference between natural and chemical-based moisturizers, and overall this kind of topic made me think about like current realities teenagers are facing right now, which kind of inspired me to go into the cosmetic direction. And overall, like it's going really well, and I really like how I have to work a lot with like more math calculations, like finding the mass, finding the percentage, and I'm basically seeing like how it can retain moisture by measuring the mass on the first day and the last day and seeing the difference. And yeah.
That's exciting, and I'm very practical. I'm curious what your findings were. What did you find?
So my hypothesis stated that the Lush moisturizers would retain the most amount of moisture and lose the least amount of moisture. But actually it turned out that the Body Shop was retaining more moisture. And based on the percentages, I can tell like the higher the percentage, the more moisture it lost. So around L'Oreal lost the most amount of moisture, which was surprising to me. But overall, like I knew the natural-based moisturizers would be the best. And that kind of led me towards my conclusion and evaluation, and reflecting on my research and data helped me create a really strong conclusion.
That's great. Were you familiar with science projects prior to this year? Had you done any?
Well, I did exhibition in grade 5, which taught me a lot of new skills like research skills and time management and social skills. But that wasn't really science related. It was more earth and who we are, and sharing the planet. And that was very different. Like it was a whole different perspective going into science fair. And chemistry was the topic I'm doing for this year, and it has been going pretty good so far. And there's been quite a different, we learned a lot about density and the milk labs, and we did that all in grade 7, but this is like a new start. And since everyone is doing different things, the teacher can only teach one topic. So it's good we learned a lot previously during the first few months of school, and now we're all ready to go, and yeah.
Wow. So I hear that you're working on your presentation. So what goes into preparing for next week's presentation?
Well, this week we're mostly revising, which is one of the important key features of this whole presentation. And it's great because Miss Reese, my teacher, gives me lots of feedback on my lab so that I can revise it, shorten it down to bullet points, make it more something I can communicate. And then we basically just have to be ready for communication, which is another key feature, and our presentation is another. So I've been mostly working on trying to get all of my words printed, getting my papers ready so I can print it up and start my presentation and the communication aspect.
That's smart. So I guess that a lot of time management went into it?
Yes, a lot of time management. And you have to kind of keep that at the back of your mind and remember time management is really important part of this whole process. And even though the teachers give you deadlines, it's always good to kind of be ahead of the game, start thinking about the next step. So right now while I'm revising, I'm also thinking about the design of my project. So that's good to always remember time management. And by talking to grade 7s last year, so now grade 8s, it was great that they told me to not stress out, not be overwhelmed, but kind of stick to your plan and stick to the way you like to play, and that really helps me.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm excited to listen to your presentation next week. I really appreciate you taking time to talk to us today.
Yeah.
And good luck.
Thank you.